Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video. Today is episode number 71 of Karima. This is the season finale. This will be a full live episode. I decided not to do face cam today. I literally just got up, haven't had a chance to have a shower or anything. I need to get this video made quickly. So I didn't want to go and basically I wanted to get this video up as soon as possible rather than go and have a shower and mess around. And the lighting in here today is pretty bad, so I didn't want to use the face cam today, so we're just going to be doing it as a standard live commentary. But anyway, we are going to jump straight on into it before we waste any more time messing about. We are obviously playing Atletico Madrid today, and I'm tempted to go in the classic kits, but I only have that one. So you know what, we're actually going to play in classic kits today, something that I sometimes like to do in the finals, and that's what we're doing today. And we're going to show you the settings that I use, the sliders that we've been using throughout the whole series, well, for the last few episodes anyway. And this is the sliders we're using, so a lot of them I have changed slightly. So the only thing that we've got changed here is positioning and marking. This will be a live Q&A as well. We'll get to the questions in a minute. Thank you to those of you who did ask questions. I've got a few questions. We've got about 4 or 5 to answer, so it's okay. Thank you for that. And we'll get through them pretty easily. So we got obviously pass error there as well, just to make it a little bit better. And these are the settings we've been using now for quite a while. So that is that. We're obviously going to start our full team today. I might give someone else the captain's armband rather than Adenor, because if we do lift this trophy, who do I want to lift it? I think Ericsson. If we do win it, Ericsson will deserve to lift it, so we'll give him that. And I think, guys, we are good going into this game. So we're going to jump straight on into it. And hopefully, guys, we can pick up the victory today. So this is really important because, obviously, if you haven't already, before I carry on, if you haven't watched the last episode, I really advise it because I'm about to spoil what happened. So if you haven't clicked away now, then I assume that you actually want to hear what happens. We actually came 5th in the league, which was pretty appalling. I'm just going to put my glasses on for this. I don't usually for face cam because of the glare. But as I'm not doing face cam today, I can put my glasses on and see. So we're going to see Atletico Madrid's team. I'm pretty nervous for this game, actually, because, as I said, we do need to really win it because we lost out on the Champions League. Also, we have Europa League next season. I'm not even too sure if we're keeping our job right now, so it is very nerve-wracking. But first and foremost, I want to say a massive thank you for all of the support so far on this series. We're 71 episodes in, which is absolutely crazy. It's going to be my longest series to date. My longest series so far is the Fiorentina series, which is on 71 episodes from last year. So next episode will break new boundaries of series length, which is incredible. This will probably be my longest series ever, just because these sort of series on YouTube nowadays don't work as well. And I know this sounds weird, but there is a DVD falling off my little TV box thing there, so I just have to move that. But yeah, it will be my longest series to date, and I just want to say a big thank you. And I don't know if I'll do another series this long just because of the way YouTube works these days, but it's been amazing, and we have still got potentially 2 seasons left, so we're kind of only like halfway there, really. We are going into season 4 because we start with Villa, obviously, so it's exciting times. It's exciting times, and I'm just hoping today. I completely missed that lineup because I was too busy talking, but we're going to jump straight on into it, and we're going to start with the first question from Gunnar Dillon, and he asks, Payet or Ozil? Now, this is something really controversial because, obviously, me being an Arsenal fan, I'm obviously going to say Ozil. Like, I rate Dimitri Payet, and I want to say something that's going to be very controversial, and I'm sorry to any West Ham fans out there. I don't see how people can compare the two. Like, Payet, yeah, he's good, but is he really up to the level of Mesut Ozil? I personally don't think so. Obviously, if you follow Spencer Owen and like any West Ham fan on Twitter, you know they always go up Payet. And don't get me wrong, Dimitri Payet is a fantastic player. But for me personally, it's got to be Mesut Ozil. I absolutely love the guy. I know he doesn't always perform to the best of his ability, which is a bit of a shame. And I am actually super worried that Ozil might leave in the summer because of our recent form. So I've got to say Ozil, but I do think they're both incredible players. And I think Payet one day will get to that sort of level that Ozil's on because he's absolutely incredible. I mean, West Ham obviously loving it right now. I don't know how long he'll stay at West Ham for. Something that I'm thinking, like, is it going to be like a Tevez sort of situation where he's not going to... No. Oh, my God. He's not going to stay at West Ham for too long. I don't know. But it'd be great to see West Ham have a player like that. But, yeah, I rate Payet. But for me, it's got to be Mesut Ozil. And we nearly have conceded here already. They've got Serge Gnabry of Arsenal in the team. So it's going to be so nerve-wracking, this game. So I really don't want to lose, but their team is very strong. Next question is from Harry Goldner. It's kind of the obvious question, Messi or Ronaldo. I don't really like to say, because to be honest, they're both like incredibly good players. You know, you've got to understand that we are so lucky to be alive when these two players are playing at their finest. Like, it is an absolute miracle that we are even alive to witness it, because this probably will never happen again. We'll probably never have two players like Messi and Ronaldo in our lifetime that just dominate one league like almost single-handedly. And that's what they do. They are both incredible players for their respective clubs, and what they have done for their respective clubs is ridiculous. Like, obviously Cristiano Ronaldo as well. He used to be at Man United. He came into Real Madrid and he has done so well, and we are going to get dominated here. I can already feel a battering coming on, and we're already 1-0 down. This is going to be difficult, guys. Straight away, I can't get the ball. I just can't get the ball. It's going to be difficult. But for me, it's hard because they're both such different players, you know. Messi and Ronaldo, they obviously play in two very different positions as well. I mean, obviously they're both wingers, but it's hard. It's really difficult. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo does score a lot of penalties, whereas Messi does score a lot of very nice goals, and he is, in my opinion, Messi is just that slight bit better, just because I think of him as more of class than Ronaldo. I don't mean that in a bad way, but for me, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's a great player, but I find Messi's just got a bit more class about him with the way he plays. And I do love Messi, to be honest. Also, I don't love the fact that he scored twice against Arsenal in the Champions League first leg, but I do rate Lionel Messi very, very highly. So I would have to say Messi, but let me know in the comments, guys, who do you think is better, like, honestly. And I don't mean to cause a debate with that. That's just my personal opinion. I think Messi's just that slight bit better. I do kind of prefer Ronaldo in a way, but, you know, who's better, I'd have to say, you know, it's got to be Messi, really. Obviously, he won the Ballon d'Or this year. He is just incredible, and I think, more than arguing about it, guys, just be grateful that both of these players are playing when you're alive, because, as I said, I don't think this will happen again. A lot of people say it, and I completely agree with it. I don't think we'll have two players as dominant as Messi and Ronaldo for the rest of our lives, you know. Maybe in the future, like in 200 years' time. I mean, that's weird to think, isn't it? Like, that's actually something I want to talk about. Like, imagine what life would be like in 200 years' time. Like, it's actually scary to think, because obviously all of us won't be here. You know, there's no way any of us are going to live into 200 years from now. So, oh my God, we're getting battered. This game is going to be awful, guys. I can't get the ball. You can see I'm trying. I just cannot get the ball. But yeah, it's just weird. Like, imagine what life would be like in 200 years' time. I just can't imagine what football would be like. Imagine what sort of game it would be like in 200 years. It's just absolutely crazy. Next is, what's your favourite football or favourite soccer/football team? My favourite football/soccer team, dude, is Arsenal. I love Arsenal. I've supported them since a very young age. I mean, before I really got into football, I kind of just followed Manchester United. I know that sounds really bad, but this was like when I didn't really like football. It's just everyone supported them, so I was like, oh yeah, I like Man United. And then I actually started following football and kind of made that decision for myself. You know, everyone at school was like, oh yeah, support Man U, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, I don't really like Manchester United, but okay. Because I wasn't really into football until probably about 8 or 9 years old was when I was like properly into football. And then, you know, I decided I wanted to support Arsenal. So I wasn't someone who grew up with like a massive influence from their parents or whatever. You know, my dad was sort of into football. He supports Ipswich Town. But he was never the sort of person who would watch it every weekend. He kind of just followed the results very kind of briefly. You know, pretty much what I do now is I don't watch it every weekend, but I do follow it. So yeah, I kind of grew up to about 7 just liking Man United because that's what everyone at school liked, and I didn't care about football at all. I had no interest in it until about 8 or 9 years old, and then I started, you know, following Arsenal because that's the team that I chose, and the team that I wanted to support, basically. As for like local teams, I don't really support a local team. I mean, a fairly local team to me is Yeovil. My old workmate, well, technically my workmate, although I'm not actually working there at the moment because you guys know what the situation. Basically, my ex-workmate was a Yeovil Town supporter, so I kind of followed them a little bit just because I'd see him every day and he'd kind of mention that, you know, the Yeovil scores. But another team local to me is Southampton, but obviously because I support Arsenal, I do not support Southampton. I do really like Barcelona. I wouldn't say I support Barcelona, but they're kind of like my second team. Like, I do follow Barcelona. I love Barcelona. I think they're awesome. And that's not really a glory hunt. I just like Barcelona. I think the way they play is fantastic. And yeah, you know, I do really like Barcelona. I rate them very highly. But yeah, my favourite football team is Arsenal, basically. And then the second question, which ties quite nicely, or the next question, which ties nicely into this, the last question as well, is what are your views on Arsene Wenger? If you don't like him, who would you want to be the next Arsenal boss? Now, I did mention this briefly, well, for about 10 minutes in a podcast I did the other day. You know, if you saw my channel, I did a podcast for about half an hour where I just talked about a very, you know, mixed range of things. I like Arsene Wenger. Obviously, since I've been alive, Arsene Wenger has been in charge of Arsenal, so it's very hard for me to not like the guy, and I do love him, and it would be weird for me if Arsene Wenger wasn't in charge, put it like that. Like, it would be very strange for me and a lot of people my sort of age for Arsene Wenger not to be in charge of Arsenal. And I think part of it is like we've just so used to him, and obviously the whole coincidence of Arsenal and Arsene, it kind of just is like a match made in heaven sort of thing. I like him and I don't want him to go. Like, I honestly never want him to leave the club, and I said that in the podcast episode. I don't ever want him to leave, but I think if by the end of the season we have come fourth, we're obviously out of the Champions League, we're out of every cup, I think it is maybe time for Arsene Wenger to put his hands up and say, look, you know, I fucked up. You know, maybe the time has come where I've done all I can, and to avoid tarnishing his reputation as a manager, because I think he is on that road where he is slowly just tarnishing everything he's done by the way that we're performing right now. You know, our performances recently have been shocking. And I want to say I'm not a Wenger out supporter. I don't support that at all. I don't want the guy to leave. I think if by the end of the season we're not in a very good position, or at least by January he hasn't signed anyone in the summer, and we're doing just the same as we do every season, then maybe it's time for him to look at it and think, maybe it's time for me to leave. I wouldn't want him to be sacked. I would rather him walk away. If he was sacked, I'd be livid, because you cannot sack a guy like that. You just can't. But it looks like, guys, we have lost the Copa de España final, which is absolutely infuriating. To be honest, I can't complain. Like, honestly, Atletico have absolutely destroyed us this game. We had no chance, really. We haven't even had one really good opportunity to score a goal. So, yeah. But, yeah, I think if Arsene Wenger in January next year, so January next season, hasn't made any signs in the summer, and it doesn't look like we're progressing, then he needs to think about leaving. And I'd say as well, I don't want him to be sacked. I've said it 100 times. I want him to walk away from the club. The board cannot sack him. It would be so disrespectful to him. You know, he's done so much for the club. And I know in the last kind of 5 years or so, it's kind of went off the radar. I mean, obviously won the FA Cup 2 years in a row, which is fantastic. And look at this I fucking hate this bullshit. I'm just going to take him out, because that is just absolutely cunt behaviour. GG to Atletico Madrid. Nothing we could do. It feels like we haven't been recording very long. Have we actually been? It's only been 13 minutes, yeah. But yeah, it's a real shame. We've lost the cup, which prizes the question, guys. Are we even going to keep our job? You know, I honestly am worried. We're going to do a squad report. We're going to get into Season 3, and we're going to leave it at the start. But I'm actually worried that we might lose our job here, so fingers crossed we don't. But this has been one of the worst seasons we've ever had. And we've actually got a World Cup coming up, so we can't actually do anything. We lost that, which is awful. And then we got obviously the FIFA World Cup, which I'm not entirely sure if I'm actually going to play or not. I will play it. Fuck it, I will play it, and we'll do it in the next episode. We'll do it as like a mini series sort of thing, because it only comes around once every 4 years, so we're not going to be doing it again in this series. So it's really the best time to do it. But I'm more nervous the fact that we could lose our job here. I think we haven't done enough. We have failed massively. We came 5th. You know, we lost the cup. It's not been good. It has not been good at all. And I'm actually very worried that we are screwed. Obviously, we've got Ronaldo coming in at the start of next season. But yeah, I'm nervous, boys. I'm actually genuinely shitting myself. I'm going to do a squad report at the end of this month. I guess we're getting more player training sessions. But yeah, that was my views on Arsene Wenger. Just basically, if he doesn't sign anyone in the summer, to walk away either in January or at the end of the season, because we cannot afford to have another season where we just fail completely. It's just not good enough. But yeah, so we're just going to finish this season off here, guys. I don't know how I'm going to work the World Cup exactly. I haven't really honestly decided how we're going to do that yet. But that's going to be the next episode. We're not even going to find out today if we've kept our job. I might just sim the group stages. Because, fuck it, look at the teams we've got in the group stage, you know. We can probably go through without me having to do too much. I'm actually going to sim the group stages. Say if we get to the final, I'll play it or something like that. But, excuse me for just a second. Hopefully that wasn't right in the mic. I did turn away. We should beat Mexico. We have beaten Mexico. I don't really have an interest in playing the internationals because I'm so worried about our job. Like, honestly, I'm shitting myself. But if we get through the groups, then obviously I'll play the knockouts probably, although I don't know how well we're going to do. Oh, God. We're under scrutiny, and I honestly think we could lose it today. I'm not being funny, guys. We have done so bad this season that I don't know what to say. Apart from I am truly sorry for, you know, the performances that we've made. It's just been absolutely diabolical. And there's no other real way to put it than that. And I just don't want to get sacked. Because imagine how embarrassing that would be. I think the difficulty is proving to be very annoying this year, to the point where it's very reluctant. I mean, who's the manager of the season? It is FC Barcelona's manager, which they didn't even give the name. Brilliant. And the player of the year has gone to Atletico Madrid's Martinez. So that is that. What was that result? We won. No, we didn't. We drew. But end season. This is going to be so nerve-wracking. It looks like we've kept our job. It looks like we've kept our job, guys. But, yeah, it is very, very nerve-wracking. I'm just so disappointed in myself. Like, it's probably the biggest fail we've had at a club since I've started uploading career mode back in FIFA 14. And what is my internet doing? It's saying it's going to take over 1,000 minutes to upload my video that's like 50 meg. What the fuck is going on with the world? Like, YouTube's so broke. It is so damn broken. I've got a video uploading, which is the pre-contracts video that you would have seen. And it's just, like, fucked, basically. But this new season's taken a while. It gives me time to talk to you guys, though, really. So, yeah. This season could be difficult. We need to definitely do better, because we've got 2 seasons left here at Valencia, potentially. And I want to do as well as possible. You know, I really want to do as well as possible. And just basically crack on, because it's just not been good enough. And it's been a real shame, because I thought we could have done a lot better than we did. And I just don't know how it's happened. But I'll get back to you guys once we're into the new season, because this could take a little while. I don't just want to be rambling on for like 10 minutes. Oh god, I actually thought this news article on the screen, it said time for a change. I thought it meant me as a manager. It luckily meant the defence, which I think is definitely something that we are going to do. And I actually got me onto the topic that I want to talk about, the defence. We are going to be selling off probably Mustafi, you know, and bringing in a new defence, because the defence this season has been horrific. Also the goalkeeper. So it could be a very new look team this season. And, you know, I wanted to point that out because we've just had a rocky start, and I think the defence is the biggest part of the team that needs adjusting, because the rest of the team, guys, as you've seen, is very good. And with the addition of Cristiano Ronaldo coming in, it's going to be insane. But this is taking so long. Like, why is it that on a next-gen console, we are still having to wait freaking ages just for a new season to load? Like, it honestly boggles my mind that every year EA cannot fix something as simple as setting up a new season. And I know it says it take a couple of minutes, but why does it have to take that long? Why can't they just get it working quicker? Like, surely it's something that they can sort out. And I'm so worried, guys, for FIFA 17. I'm not sure if you guys are, but I'm actually shitting myself, because I can just imagine how tragic it could be. Like, have you seen the state of the game this year and recent years? Like, can it get any worse? That's what I want to know. And I'm so worried that we're going to buy FIFA 17 and be so disappointed with it, because it's been horrific. And look at this, it's taking like 3 or 4 minutes to load a fucking season. Like, what is this? EA, honestly. But as I was saying, like, can you just imagine how bad FIFA 17 could be? Like, if it's worse than this game, I don't know if I'll play it, to be honest. But we're into the new season. We've kept our fucking job, which is a miracle. Domestic Cup is to reach the semi-final. Season's budget is 56 million. Holy shit. That is good. That is actually a good start. League objective is to qualify for the Champions Cup. So, boys. We should have Cristiano, shouldn't we not? Oh, it's because we've got the World Cup going on. We'll continue to sim a few of these games. But yeah, that is good news because, as you guys know, we've had a rough start. A real rough start to this season. We've got an invite to a we're just going to take the easiest one and simulate all the games. Although, to be honest, none of them are that easy. But we'll take that one. See how we get on. We also got the World Cup. I'm probably just going to sim past the World Cup because, to be honest, you know, YOLO. And you can see Ronaldo has arrived at Valencia on a free. And what we're going to do to finish this episode off, we're not going to sim this game against Finland. We are going to just go and put Ronaldo into the team, sort out the formation, and you can see what we're going to do. Champions Trophy. And Europe League objective is to win the cup. No pressure there. No pressure there. That could be difficult, but we're going to switch to Valencia, and you can see the baby himself. Oh my god, there he is. So we're actually going to create a new team sheet for this. I'm just going to show you what I'm planning to do with this. And we're going to call it new, because I want to change this team up, because we're not doing as well as we should be doing. So either I'm going to go with a 4-2-2 or a 4-1-2-1-2. I haven't decided. So I think straight away 4-2-2 is probably going to be quite good for us. Maybe something like that even. That could be quite effective because we want obviously Alcesa and where is he? He hasn't left already, has he? Cristiano Ronaldo. We obviously want them two up front, just bossing it. We want Di Maria or Eriksen there maybe. Eriksen, Di Maria. Di Maria can sit like there. Oh my god, look how many good players we've got, guys. It's like impossible. I think that's quite a strong lineup. But then, you know, what we're missing is we haven't got Mertens, we haven't got Fake Hooley. I guess we just have to swap them around every so often. Wow, so that's going to be the team we're going to start with, I think. A 4-1-2-1-2. 4-1-2-1-2, but like the one without the other shit on it. And, yeah, so I think we're going to go and we're just going to put a few players on the transfer list, guys, just so you can see who we're looking to sell. And then that'll be the end of the episode, because this episode is now going over 20 minutes long, or thereabouts. And, yeah, we're going to set that as our favourite, because that is going to be our new formation for the club. And we're just going to list up a few players that I think are going to have to depart the club this season, unfortunately. But there's something just not right with the defence, I'll be honest. So, Alves, straight away, add to transfer list. You are awful, bro. Mustafi, add to transfer list. They're the two main ones. We've also got way too many goalkeepers here. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goalkeepers. So, I'm going to say Joao, he's 29, he's 27. Joao, goodbye. And Oligi, goodbye. So then we're left with 3 goalkeepers, centre-backs. I think apart from that, we're alright with centre-backs. I think we can keep them. Orban Gaia, Ruiz. That guy's not going to be played, let's be real. 3 right-backs. We'll leave that. Mertens is already on the transfer list anyway, as he was going to be. And this is where we've got a problem. We've got a lot of central midfielders, so I think someone's going to have to leave. Someone is just going to have to leave. We haven't even got Carvalho in the team. Jesus. I reckon Danny Parejo might have to take one for the team and leave. I hate to do it, but there's not enough room in this team. I mean, look how many players we've got. We can't even fit Carvalho into this team. So he wants to go there, really. But then I want Gomez out sort of there. I mean, it's just ridiculous, like, how many players we have. I mean, we could always sell off Enzo Perez, I guess. Yeah, that's what we'll do. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. I know it's been a bit of a random one, and I'm very sorry about the result as well. It wasn't really what I wanted either, but, you know, shit happens. We're also going to list Piatti up, because we've got plenty of wingers as well. Where is he? Perez. So Enzo Perez can be listed up, and we'll add to transfer list, and we'll take Danny Parejo off and try and keep him, because he'd be a great backup, even though he is already very highly rated. But yeah, in the next episode, guys, we've got the game against Finland, which, again, we will just probably most likely simulate. And, yeah, it depends where we get to in the final. We might end up doing the World Cup. I honestly don't know. That will all become clear in the next few episodes. But thank you so much for watching. If we can smash over 8 likes for the season finale of the Valencia career mode. I was about to say series finale, but it's not a series finale. We'll be back with episode number 72 very soon, and we'll jump into season 4 in full swing. And hopefully have a much better time. And this time next season, hopefully, I'll be saying that we've done really well. And I'm really pleased with the club. And apparently PSG want Alsacer. Good luck with that, because I don't think that's going to be happening. It might do, because we could use Ronaldo as just one striker, which I am tempted, and to sell off Alsacer, because he can be worse than big money. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't really decided what we're doing yet. But, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As I said, 8 likes would be awesome. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to the channel, as always. And I'll speak to you guys in the next video very soon. Peace.